Hello, Anteater fans. Michael O'Sullivan here at the Brent Event Center with Russ Turner, head coach of the UC Irvine men's basketball team. Little off-season update with you, Coach, as we kind of look ahead to next season. Also going to get your prediction on the NBA Finals a little bit down the road here, but let's quickly flash back to the end of 2015-16 since the last time we talked to you. I know disappointment at the Honda Center, not getting back to the NCAA tournament with a conference tournament championship. That said, though, a nice extended CIT run with this group. Now 4 consecutive 20-plus win seasons. And I know you're just so proud of the culture being built here, and that has to do with these players and your staff, obviously. But I know you're very proud of that.
Yeah, I'm excited. When you look at the totality of our results over the last few years, they're pretty impressive.
Right.
There's no question about that. But it was disappointing to not accomplish more with this year's team. And the further we get from the end of the season, I think the more acute that disappointment is kind of feeling, because we had a special group and we did a lot of great things. We just didn't do it when the game seemed to matter most. And that's a tough one for me as a coach. I feel like I didn't lead well enough, and it's tough for me to think about that for our seniors. A senior class that has meant a great deal to this program and who's set a lot of records, had a lot of accomplishments, but probably fell a little short here in their last year.
Yeah, but you talk about these seniors, a couple of them warming up behind us right now. Mike Best, Alex Young, Dominique Dunning, Sean Ray, Aaron Wright. When you get a fan base, I think, connects to a senior class like that, I mean, these are guys that have accomplished so much on the court and off the court, haven't they?
Yeah, I feel good about these guys and about what our fans have gotten to see in terms of their growth and maturity over a bunch of years. I think that's one of the neat things about following a program like ours that develops young players, is that there's a payoff at the end a lot of times. And to see Mike Best play as well as he did here at the end of his career was really satisfying. And to see Alex with all that he accomplished, and Aaron, Damo, and Sean Ray, the way they all contributed along the way, and to know that they're all going to be in position to graduate, those are great things. And those are things that I think well define our program and that hopefully we can build on.
Yeah, when you talk about the success the last few years, certainly those guys deserve a lot of credit. You'll also be losing Mamadou Njai, who's declared for the draft. That'll come up June 23rd. Mamadou warming up behind us right now. Also, as he gets ready, you've coached in the NBA, obviously with Golden State. You've had Mamadou the last 3 years. What an impact, he had not only on this program immediately, but the conference really in general. Just maybe some of the advice you've given to him as he gets ready, for the draft coming up here later in the month. And I know you're just so proud of what an ambassador he's really been for this program.
The contribution he's made to this community is outstanding. Yeah. And I feel good that it's been a great success story for our program and for him and for the university. What I've told him is that I feel like the most important thing for him is that he continue to work to graduate.
Yeah.
That's really important, and that's not typically what a guy thinks about when he has the draft in front of him. I hope that Mamadou will continue to get that work done, because it'll be really a special thing for him to graduate from this university, which he should be able to do at some point. As far as his draft prospects, he's working hard, and what he needs to understand is that the NBA will evaluate him on how well he can protect the rim and rebound.
Right.
And that the guys who do that the best are really valuable. So I've got confidence in him if he continues to improve, and if he can continue to embrace that role above what a lot of young guys want, and that's to score and to look good and do some other things. I got confidence that Mamadou understands what he needs to do to succeed. It's going to be a lot different environment for him here in the NBA and as a professional than it was here, because we really catered a lot of what we did around him to make him look good, and he enabled other players to be good too, but there's going to be a lot less adapting to him as a professional.
Right.
He's going to have to adapt more. So that's going to be a challenge for him. And he's going to have to be tough, and he's going to have to be persistent, and he's going to have to overcome probably some long odds. But he's done all that before.
Right.
So I've got confidence that he can make it.
Taking a look now at some of the incoming class. So fresh blood now. You got guys like Tommy Rutherford coming in, Yasu Worku, Evan Leonard, Brad Green. I know there's some good buzz about these guys coming in here, and certainly some size with that class as well to replace guys like Mamadou and a Mike Best and some of that workload.
Yeah, not as much size, but we're going to miss the guys who left. There's not any question about that, but I do feel confident that we've got talent coming in this class behind them. Having talent and having players is two different things. The guys we lost are players. These young guys can become that, but they're going to have to work really hard. I'm excited to see, what they'll be able to do early on in their careers here at UC Irvine. All those guys have talent. Yasu, Tommy, and Evan are more ready at this point, I think, than Brad is. But Brad may surprise us. Brad's a big kid who's really competitive. All those guys have something to offer, though. And so they're all coming into this scenario with high expectations, and they can see that our program's lost a lot. So there'll be great competition between the freshmen and the other young guys in our program for playing time and for roles. We're going to be a really young team, but we're going to be a talented team, too.
Yeah. And then quickly, your big returning pieces, and a guy, you got a couple red shirts in Max Hazard and Darian Traylor, who sat out last year. I know you'll expect good things from them this season. And then you got guys, of course, like Luke Nelson, all Big West a year ago, Jaron Martin coming back, Jonathan Galloway, Giannis Demokopoulos. So some good core pieces there, no question. What's maybe been the message to your guys, and what can the fans expect from this group next year?
Well, the message has been that we've got to get better.
Yeah.
We've lost a lot, and we've got some experienced pieces. I'm counting on the guys who've done it and played in championships here to be leaders, with setting the tone and creating expectations for the other players. I feel confident that they're doing that. I think that in many ways we've had a good spring. We've got to get better, though, and our ability to do that is going to be obvious. It's going to be obvious whether we've done it or not this time next year.
Right.
What we can produce with these guys. We got a lot of young players in our team. Geraldo Saprinicus, Spencer Rivers, those guys have been waiting for an opportunity to emerge in front of them, and it's now going to be there.
Right.
Whether they're good enough to step up and command, positive roles in our team is going to be up to them. I think they have the talent, as a lot of our young guys do. We've got to see now who emerges and who seizes the opportunity in front of them.
Well, a lot of excitement, as always, coming into next year with the success you've had. The last few seasons, that's all credit to you and your staff. Get you out of here on this, NBA Finals. Not that Golden State needed to prove anything, winning 73 games in the regular season, but with their backs against the wall, down 3-1 to the Thunder, that was sure impressive how they were able to really rally and show what a special team they are again, weren't they?
Yeah, they're an incredible team to watch.
Yeah.
The Game 6 and Game 7, I made a lot of noise in front of the TV on both those two games because they're just some remarkable plays that those guys are making. I'm rooting for them.
Yeah.
I think they're really good. I think that the best competition they faced is behind them now. And I know a lot of people are excited about what Cleveland's doing, but I don't think Cleveland defensively can play them the way San Antonio and Oklahoma City have. Mm-hmm. So I expect the Warriors to win. I think it'll be 5 games, maybe 6. I don't know. We'll see. They have a great team, though. They have a team that is right where they expect to be and has dodged a bullet a little bit, and I think their full attention is going to be on this series.
Well, obviously you coached at Golden State. Joe Lacob, the owner of the team, an Irvine guy, and should be a fun series. You were with Steph his rookie year, so I know you're rooting for him and all your friends there. Looking for back-to-back championships for Cleveland, trying to get the first championship for that city in 50 years, so should be a good one. Coach, thanks for sitting down with us, and the next time we talk to you, we'll release the 2016-17 schedule as we look ahead to that next campaign.
Thanks, Mike.
See you next time, Anteater fans.